Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Jack Stocken's Beginners, and a very warm welcome to anyone who'll be watching via replay. Just quickly, if you have any tech issues, please just try reloading the page, maybe going back to the email that you would have received about 30 minutes ago, and using the backup link to restore the page. Most sessions can be restored, so don't panic. And remember also that after the session, you can always post questions on the LBO members page. Just click on Bridge Questions. So without further ado, I'll bring your teacher down onto the stage. So here we go, another lesson.
Yep, the online teacher's here. got his scuba gear on and snorkel. I mean, it's just, I think someone said it's rained up here in North Yorkshire for 40 days consistently, solid. Well, it's rained every day for 40 days, yeah.
40 days, that is incredible.
Yeah.
Must be so green. Is it beautiful and green?
No, it's miserable and damp. No, and all the golf courses are closed, and yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. And luckily, we've got bridge. Bridge classes. We've got bridge to play. It's a great game to play when it's wet outside.
And I think the beginners are scooting along. They're probably not really beginners anymore, are they?
No, I would say they're beginners stroke improvers now.
Definitely.
Don't confuse it, because the improver class, that's at 9:30 on a Wednesday. But definitely beginners / improvers, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so I'll leave you now and have a really good lesson, and I'll see you a bit later.
Yes, we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Thank you, Franny, for the introduction as always. And yes, let's get on the business of learning bridge today. We're getting on very well, actually. Just some of you might be wondering what we're up to. Well, the classes are continuous. You've still got a lot to learn. And then beginning of May, middle of May, you get promoted to the improver class. So that's at 9:30 on a Wednesday. Yeah, so it's a more convenient time probably for most of you to have the class at the beginning of the day rather than at 11 o'clock in the morning. So that will happen from beginning of May, middle of May. But I'll give you plenty of notice when you officially become improvers. But we've still got a lot to get through in the next few months, starting with responding to one of the suit and the famous dustbin bid even. First priority is responders to support opener's suit with 4 cards, as you'll have a fit. And look, there's a boarding pass for you. I bet you wish you had one of those in your hands at the moment, going off somewhere sunny. Yeah, we call it responders support line. So 0 to 5, there it is in blue, you pass. 6 to 9, you bid to the 2 level. 10 to 12, you invite game by bidding to the 3 level, i.e. 1 heart, 3 hearts, or 1 club, 3 clubs. And finally, if you've got 13 points or more with a fit with 4 cards, you bid straight to game. So 1 spade, 4 spades. Good. So that's responder support line with 4 cards. So let's put that into practice. I've opened 1 heart. What would you respond with that one? With 6 points. Let's get going. And a warm welcome to those watching in replay as well. I know many of you watching replay. You're busy doing other things at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. NJ's actually got some sun in Dorset. That's where we run one of our bridge holidays, NJ. We go to the Haven Hotel in Sandbanks for a midweek bridge break in the middle of May. Lovely part of the world. So we must support, don't fall into the trap of bidding 2 diamonds here. You've got the fit. Bridge is a relatively easy game when you have a 4-card fit. You just choose what level to bid at. And here, it's 2 hearts, isn't it? Jill's going. There you go. A descriptive bid shows 4-card support and 6 to 9 points. Weak hand. Good. Let's have another one. This time you've still got 4 card support. Doesn't matter how good or bad the 4 cards are, by the way. They could be 4 to the 9. You still must support. Trumps are so important in bridge, as you know. What bid do you make with this one, though? With 13 points and 4 card support. Well, should we look back to responder support line? With 10 to 12 points, you bid at the 3 level. With 13 or more, you must bid to the game level. Little hint for you. So you would jump to 4 hearts here. You've ticked the boxes. Fit and enough points, 25 for game. Good, most of you went 4 hearts. 1 or 2 bidding 3 hearts there. That was a bit naughty. And here's another one for you. This time you've got 11 points and 4 card support. This is the one that some improvers get wrong, by the way. Yes, they sometimes wrongly bid 2 hearts here. No, that's only 6 to 9 points. So this is perfect for 3 hearts. In the middle, 10 to 12. It's an invitational bid. North will pass with a minimum and raise to game with 14 plus points, taking the average of your 10 to 12, which is 11. Good. So that's responder support line. We've sorted that. Let's play hand 1 on BBO. I tell you what, hang on. Let's play hand 2, actually, yeah. Ooh, hold on. There it is. So 15 points, 1 diamond opener. Would you overcall 1 heart on the west hand? Would you overcall 1 heart or not? Remember, south is opener, east and west are known as the overcallers, aren't they? They have a very specific rule, which we'll come to in a minute. Yeah, I see no reason not to bid 1 heart. As Melis's just said, you need a 5-card suit and 2 honours in that suit, which we've got. And you only need 6 points or more. So that's fine to overcall 1 heart. Some of you pass there. It's a bit cautious. And what's responder's rebid here? With what have we got? 10 points. Sorry, not rebid. What's responder's first bid? Using responder's support line. And hopefully, just whilst your answer's coming in, you're getting plenty of practice on BBO or Fun Bridge or the app I told you about, the Bridge app, ACOL Bridge app. Well, is it 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds? Two diamonds, but only shows 6 to 9 points. So well done here if you jump to 3 diamonds. Yeah, I did say improvers sometimes get this wrong. 2 diamonds, only 6 to 9 points. You've got between 10 and 12. So tell partner that by bidding 3 diamonds. Invitation. And anything more for South as opener? Yes, we will try and have a practice day at 12 o'clock as well, just after this class. I know that Melanie and Mo and others are having a game, but come and join in as well. Might try and get 2 tables going. Richard tried to have a go once. I wonder if he's still persisting with getting on with BBA, setting up a table. It is a bit fiddly the first time you do it, but after that, it's a bit like riding a bike, isn't it? Anything more for South? What have they got? 15 points? You know. Well, fun enough, I was quoting a bridge player in the earlier lesson at 9:30, the great Bob Hammond, an American grandmaster. And his favorite, well, I say grandmaster, it's like the overall master point winner in America. He's won several world champions. So Bob Hammond's expression was, well, still is, he's still alive, if 3 no trumps is a choice of bid, then make it. So do you really want to bid 5 diamonds here to try and make 11 tricks? I think I did tell you the story about when I was last in 5 clubs or 5 diamonds. Won't tell you it again. But I went 1 down. So I'm going to give you a get out of jail free. Bridge prison is overcrowded, as you might know. Keep this card until you need it. Well, I do need it quite a lot, this one. It's getting a bit dog-eared. So are we going to pay 5 diamonds, which has no chance of making? Do you prefer, I tell you, as you play bridge, you will realize over the coming weeks and months that 3 no trumps, 9 tricks are easier than 11 in 5 of a minor. Now, I wouldn't say never play in 5 clubs or 5 diamonds. With a balanced hand like this, it's going to be easier. But there are times when we do play in 5 clubs or 5 diamonds. If you're super distributional, you know, with singletons or voids, or if the opposition have been bidding a suit very strongly and you don't have any stoppers in it. But 9 times out of 10 prefer 3 no trump. Oh, and let's practice our opening lead, because we did a bit of that last week. Oh dear, Richard. Yeah, well, you did try anyway, but maybe stick to Fun Bridge. Fun Bridge is much easier to use. And you can play against other people on Fun Bridge as well. Do you remember that if you ever play Fun Bridge, to set it to ACOL settings, not American style 5-card majors and strong no trump, no. Play ACOL. Google it, Richard, yeah? Download it, Fun Bridge. Fun new word bridge from your phone or your tablet or whatever. Right, we're leading the 4th high. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5 of hearts, everyone. We did that last week, didn't we? Lead the 4th highest of your strongest, longest and strongest suit, yeah. There you go. Mo's giving a little heads up for the Fun Bridge. Right, now let's focus on this hand. Certain tricks. How many have we got? Let's just do that. I'm counting 4. Ace of spades, ace, king, queen of clubs. Yeah. Extras, clearly in diamonds. But here's the thing. And this is, there's hundreds of expressions in bridge, really. But my favorite is never play too quickly at trick 1 for 2 reasons. A, because number 1, that's time for making a plan, you know, where the extra tricks are coming from, or in trumps, whether to draw trumps or not. And 2, not quite as important, but still important, which card to play from the dummy. People often make the mistake of rushing in too quickly. So here, would you play the queen of hearts or the 7? It is normally second player play low, but there are exceptions to most things in bridge. But you do have to learn the basics first. Once you have a good grounding of the basics, then later on, you can learn when to break the rules. Not all of them, a lot of the rules stay the same. Well, it's normally second player play later, but here your best chance of making the queen is to play it now, hoping that West had the ace of hearts. So now you see, you are protected. Your king of hearts is now a stopper if West ever wanted to lead them. If you made the mistake, let me just show you playing low, 10 would go up there, and you'd have to win with the king. Now your queen gets squashed by the ace, whoever plays hearts back. So you keep yourself a stopper by playing the queen there. Good. And what card do we play next from the dummy? We're on the dummy, by the way. It's north. YB123. YB stands for Yorkshire Bridge, which is the name of my website. yorkshirebridge.co.uk. Well, we should set about the diamonds. Yeah. Go for the extras first. Well done. Winning with the ace, which is good because the ace is out of the way. What do you think West does next? West has just won the diamond. Hello, Sarah Ann. Just joined us. Well, you might think to return a heart, but if you do, you're just going to give a trick to the king, aren't you? They're going to make 200. You know that that's the wrong thing to do. You know that declarer must have the king of hearts. So actually what you really want to do here, this is more advanced defense, is get partner in to lead a heart through the king. Then they'll never make their king. So well done if you found the switch to a spade there. And remember, it's top of a doubleton, isn't it? So spade switch is advised there. You know, by the way, that the declarer's got the king of hearts because your partner didn't play the king of hearts at trick 1. East played a low heart. If they'd have had the king, they'd have played it. Third player played high. Good. Well, now we're back on with the diamonds. Let's take our winners. Okay, so East has got a discard problem. They discard a spade, the 10 of hearts, or a club. Which one do you think is best for East to discard there on the diamond? West has defended this hand well, by the way, not playing on with the hearts. Yes. Keep the same length as dummy. It's a very good adage. So if dummy's got 4 clubs, you as a defender should keep 4 clubs as well. So when you're defending, keep the same number of cards as dummy. It's a good little thing to do. So we're just cashing our diamonds. Spade can go. And again, we're keeping our 4 clubs here, getting rid of those spades. I just don't want to let a club go. Right, so we've cashed our diamond winners. What card do we play next as declarer? Specifically, we need 3 more tricks. If you're watching in replay, warm welcome. Not sure I've welcomed you to the class yet, but hello if you're watching in replay. You could be watching in the morning, afternoon, or evening, or binge watching, as some people do at the weekend. Now, beginners / improvers, I think you might need a get out of jail free card because this bridge prison is overcrowded despite opening the Jack's mum wing last month. Should you not be playing the higher card from the shorter holding or top of a doubleton nearly always? Look what happens if you make your mistake. Some of you are playing the 6 of clubs here, look. And you'll only really find this out for yourselves when you play bridge online or face-to-face. Look what happens. Now you play one back to the ace. Uh-oh. Can't get back to the winning queen. You're blocked. So let's go back in time to play the higher card from the shorter holding. There we go, ace. But you only really find out these things when you play bridge yourself and learn by your mistakes. There we go. Now we can play the queen. Not too bothered what we do next. Might play a spade, but the opponents take the last few tricks. We are going to make our contract. There you go. 3 no trumps, 400. Crucial to play the Queen of Hearts at trick 1, by the way. That was crucial. And the second tricky thing was remember to play the ace of clubs and not the 6. So a couple of pitfalls there that you might have fallen into. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, when you can't support support with 4 cards, but your longest suit at the lowest level. And there are some low-level flying planes. We call them hurricanes, shall we? There might be something else. What's the other? Not Spitfires. Tornadoes, maybe. They might be tornadoes, actually. Yes, something I say very often when I teach bridge, face-to-face, longest suit, lowest level for responder. So I've opened a club. What would be your best bid there? Of course, you have to bid with 6 points. We've done that lesson before. So what's your best bid there with 10 points? And the answer is 1 diamond, yes. Longest suit at lowest level, that's diamonds. No, wouldn't bid the major here, Sarah. If partner's got 4 hearts, they'll bid. If opener's got 4 hearts, they'll now bid 1 heart. It's their second bid. No, definitely right to bid 1 diamond here. Longest suit at lowest level. I've opened 1 spade this time, and you've got 17 points as responder. What would you bid here? Yes, do try this morning at 12 o'clock to get on with BBO, Bridge Base Online. There will be some LBO players there. Or join the WhatsApp group, the beginners WhatsApp group, and try and arrange a game there. You should all have Shauna's email address. Remember that Shauna she's a volunteer, doesn't work for us. All she does is add you to the WhatsApp list. She doesn't do any customer service or help you get on to BBA. Well, there's no rush here. No. Why? There's no rush to bid 3 no trumps. Might be the final contract, but just for the moment, bid the longest suit at the lowest level. Because 3 no trumps might not be the best contract here. So we bid 2 clubs. North will always bid again. Yeah, we've changed the suit. They will never, ever pass. And if they bid 2 spades, then we prefer to be in 4 spades here, knowing that partner's got 6. So there's no rush. A lot of you bidding 3 no trumps there. Okay. Note that we can't support spades with 3 cards, so I'm glad you didn't fall into that trap. Let's look at the one no trump response. We haven't really done this yet. You might have come across it, but a one no trump responding bid shows 6 to 9 points. And it's any shape, which is why we call it as teachers the dustbin bid. All sorts of rubbish hands respond one no trump. So you could have a singleton, you could have a void. It's purely a point count. So I've opened 1 heart. What would you respond with that, if anything? And I love the bid of one no trump because it keeps the bidding nice and low. And also it tells partner you got 6 to 9 points, a rubbish hand. So this is perfect for a one no trump response, isn't it? Bidding 2 clubs here takes the bidding too high with so few points. I must say you won't often get left in one no trump. Partner will most often bid again. But they do know you got 6 to 9, so bidding doesn't get out of control. Let's play hand 2 on BBO. There we are. And 19 points. Very good hand for North. But they can't open 2 no trumps. That's 20 to 22. So, would you open a heart or a spade? Not sure we've done this yet, but let's ask the question. I know some of you a little bit more experienced. We've got 1 or 2 special guests probably this morning, which is always nice to have visitors from the improver class. Well, normally for openers, the higher ranking of faults certainly would be if you had a 4-card major and a 4-card minor. But the one exception is you've got 4 hearts and 4 spades, you open a heart. Anyone know why? There is logic. There is method behind our madness. Why is it better to open a heart? Any ideas? Yeah, particularly need to know. You just need to do it. Your answer's coming in. No, you wouldn't actually bid spades next time at all. No, good answer. But it does keep the bidding low. Yes, it gives partner a chance to bid 1 spade if they've got a weak hand. Yeah, well done. Right, good. That's the answer. 4 hearts and 4 spades. East can't bid. Remember, they would need 15 or more points to overcall 1 no trump. Look, yeah, 1 no trump overcall. 15 to 19. It's not right here. We've only got 14, so we can't do that. But yes, that was the lesson we did last week or the week before. And what about South? 6 points. Must bid with 6 points. We did that lesson a while ago. It's called the 6-point rule. I much prefer 1 no trump to 2 clubs here. It's a more descriptive bid. I'm not really strong enough to bid 2 clubs. Yeah, it shows more points. We'll talk about that at a later date. But no, 1 no trump, 6 to 9. Very informative bid, isn't it, for your partner? Doesn't have to be balanced. And back to North with their 19 points. Well, points mean prizes, so South must have at least 6 points. North has got 19. 19 and 6 is 25. And what diamond does West lead here, please, against 3 no trump? So it's 4th highest of longest and strongest. That's the 3, isn't it? 1st highest, 2nd highest, 3rd highest, 4th highest. And never play too quickly at trick 1. I'm counting certain tricks. There's not very many here. Only 3, but lots of potential. Lots of potential. Right, well, we win with the ace. I tend to win with a higher card. Easier for me to remember that it's gone. You could play the king or the queen then. Right, so which card specifically do we play from dummy at trick 2? North. So remember the plan. Of course, go for extras first. Well, we must go for the extras first, which is the club. So well done. Higher card from short holding. Definitely right to play the king of clubs here, not the jack. The higher card from the short holding, or top of a doubleton, you could also say. Well, Easton's an experienced player. They duck this one. No need to win just yet. Slightly more advanced play that for East. And we continue with the jack of clubs. Again, they do well to duck their ace, because they've been playing bridge quite a long time. Now, what? Yes, Madeline, I get you that you meant clubs. Right, now which club do we play from our own hand? South, declarer. East is making life more difficult for us by withholding their ace. Never do that in a trump contract, by the way, because you'll end up not making your ace, but can be good technique in no trumps. Just waiting for the answers to come in. If you're watching in replay, what club would you play now as South? Declarer. Well, interesting, isn't it? The knee-jerk reaction is to play the 5, a low one. But, that's the wrong thing to do. Look what's happened. We can't get back to our hand to enjoy those clubs. No. So very well done. I'm going to go back in time. Remember, of course, you can't go back in time when you're playing bridge on BBO or online. No, you can't undo when you make a mistake with the cards. But very well done if you overtook with the queen. Because you could afford to do it, you see. You got the 10, the 9, and the 8. It can't cost you anything. And it keeps you in the right hand to play the clubs again, to flush out the ace. All right? East has made life very hard for us by ducking that ace. But well done. That was a tricky play to make, overtaking the jack with the queen. So you're in the right hand now to continue with the 10. They take their ace now. And what does East do? Having played the ace of clubs, what suit do they play now, do you think? Looking at the dummy. Remember, all East can do is look at the dummy. King, queen of diamonds, king of hearts, king of spades. Because in no trump, Shelley, we lead from our longest suit always. Yeah. In trump contracts, we would have played the jack of spades, yes. But in no trumps, go for the longest suit always. Well, what do you think East does? Looking at the dummy. Well, problem is, you want to keep your aces for bashing those kings with. So actually what I would do, or advise you to do, is play a diamond back. Nice and safe. Gives nothing away. You really want to keep on to those aces for beating the king of spades and king of hearts with. There's no rush. Quite a tricky hand, this one, by the way. You'll find it quite hard. This is one of the harder ones we do. Right, we're on dummy with the king of diamonds. I think we should catch the queen before it's too late. And what card do we play from dummy now? Spade or heart? Well, what we're desperate to do, by the way, is find a way back to our own hand as South to enjoy the 3 club winners. And the only way to do that is by playing a spade. Well done. Second player play low. Doesn't help them to play the ace here. Up with the queen. And fingers firmly crossed, because we need the queen of spades to win. And we now have access to our 3 winning clubs. Hurrah. What would I play here? Probably a heart. They made the last few tricks. But the good news is we've made 3 no trumps, courtesy of the gold dust, that lovely 6-card club suit there. It was quite tricky. We had to start with the king of clubs and you had to overtake the jack with the queen. So there were definitely scope for going wrong there. Right, back to the classroom. I've opened 1 heart. You've done well to respond 1 no trump, 6 to 9. 2 diamonds by North. What next for you as South, if anything? So you've responded 1 no trump dustbin. It is my favourite bid, the 1 no trump dustbin. So it tells partner I've got 6 to 9 points. And it keeps the bidding very low. But I'd rather have more points than 6 to 9 though. But I do love the dustbin bid. Hopefully you'll learn to love it soon as well. Anything for you there with your 7 points? Just waiting for the answers to come through. If you're watching in replay, would you bid here? And well done. You should be bidding 2 hearts. Yeah, I've shown you. Remember the important bidding rule. When an opener bids 2 different suits, it shows 5 in the first and at least 4 in the second. Good. So you bid 2 hearts now. I've opened 1 spade. What next for you here with 8 points? Yeah, I always like to remind people of these rules as we go along. What's your best bid here with 8 points, do you think? And the right answer is... Most of you come in with your answers now. It's a rubbish hand, isn't it? And where does rubbish go in your household? It goes in the dustbin. Two hearts takes the bidding far too high. Partner will have to bid again or get out of hand if they've got a weak hand, a weak opener. So 1 no trump does the job here. Fine with a singleton or even a void. It's purely a point count. That's right, Richard. Yes, new suit at the 2 level, you'd want to have 10 points or more. I've opened a diamond this time. What next for you with your 7 points? Well, I think some of you might be about to fall into my trap. One no trump does show 6 to 9 points here, but maybe I'll give you a get out of jail free. Try not to bypass a 4-card major at the 1 level. That's the clue. So try not to bypass a 4-card major. A 1 no trumpet here would show 6 to 9 points, but it would deny 4 hearts. And it keeps the bidding lower too, so definitely 1 heart here, everyone. Show the major. And it keeps the bidding lower too. And it's at the 1 level, isn't it? You're not having to go for the 2 level here. So 1 heart is a more descriptive bid. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Here we go. Nice hand, 17 points, 1 spade. Normal to overcall 2 hearts. And what's North's bid with 8 points there? Use responder's support line. 2 spades would show 6 to 9 points. So that's 2 spades, isn't it? If North had 10 to 12, they jump to 3 spades. Good. East passes. Anything more for South with 17 points? Well, I think we need to investigate game, don't we? Because game is a possibility. A partner's got 8 or 9 points. So we invite game by bidding 3 spades. Good. That's an invitational bid. Not quite strong enough to go for 4 spades. Partner might only have 6 points, but that's an invitation. And anything more for North? With their 8 points? Well, they're being asked to invite game, so with 6 or 7 points, they would pass. Top of the range, 8 or 9, they accept the invitation. Yeah. Yeah, no, we do want to play in spades. We've got a fit, not no trumps. And the opening lead from West is what? Jack's favourite lead comes to mind. Ace from Ace King. Yeah. Better than a singleton. Good. Well, I'm just thinking whether to draw trumps or not. For the moment, we'll follow suit. With the king. Not too much point continuing hearts. We switched to our singleton club. And what card do we play at trick 2, do you think? We start with a low spade, I think. Which one do we play from the dummy? And don't look at the East-West cards. It won't help you. In fact, it will hinder you. King. Yes, well done. Third pair play high. That's a bit unlucky. We played the spades in the right way. If you've got 9 between you with the ace and the king, you play for the drop, it's known as, hoping they'd divide 2 and 2. Here they were 3 and 1. Right. What next, do you think? Just played the ace of spades. We're definitely going to lose to the queen of spades, so we've got to make the rest of the tricks. Apart from the queen of spades, which is always going to win. So next week, what are we doing? Oh, we're having a review next week. We have a review every 5 weeks or so. So we're reviewing topics in the last 5 weeks. Very useful to consolidate what you've learned. That's at 11 o'clock next Wednesday. Yes, I would play the king of diamonds first, though. Just in case there's a singleton queen with east. And which one from the dummy? Ace, jack. Ace or jack. Well done, everyone. Well, not quite everyone, but most of you. You have to take the finesse, I'm afraid. This contract depends on the diamond finesse. It's 50-50, whether we make this or not. But luckily, the bridge gods are on our side. Ace of diamonds is cashed. Ace of diamonds is actually a winner. They can trump our king of clubs, but luckily we've just got trumps left. So we're going to make 4 spades exactly. So good technique there. Really, the takeaway from that hand was we had to draw trumps by playing the ace and the king, hoping they were 2 and 2. And also, that diamond finesse was crucial, playing a small diamond towards the knave. Good. Well, we've got time for one more hand. Let's see where we are. Here we go. And the opening bid. Oh, it's 1 diamond, isn't it? 19 points. East can't bid with 3 points, has to pass. And South, what's their best bid with 7 points? Must bid with 6 points, of course, called the 6-point rule. Never pass. Yeah, great to have you in the class, Beetle. Yes, there's quite a few things you'll pick up apart from what's just been the subject of the class today. A lot of extras. So well done. 1 no trump, making good use of the dustbin. West is an overcaller, they can't bid. And North has 19 points, so can jump to 3. If North only had 17, 18 points, they would invite game with 2 no trumps. But here they know they've got enough for game. And what's the opening lead from West, do you think? Yes, very good, Beetle, and others to come to these classes for refreshers. Well, hang on a second. North has bid diamonds. North opened 1 diamond. So we shouldn't lead a diamond. If you were, I would lead the king, by the way. Yes, I would. But prefer the spade. Yeah, the unbid suit. The diamonds have been bid by the opposition. Right, well, counting certain tricks. 3, 4, 5. Hopefully you're counting 6, the same as me. And I'm just looking for extras now. For the meantime, I think second player play low. And what card should we play next, do you think? Great that you met up with Anthony Beetle in South Africa. Well, I think it was South Africa, wasn't it? That's where I should be right now. Anywhere hot, to be honest. Or with sunshine. I can't complain. I did get away to Zermatt in January, didn't I? For a week. Well, yes. The only chance of extras really is clubs. So we must go for the clubs first. West plugs on with spades. But we can now take our winning club trick. And the 10 of clubs. So we've got 5 tricks. I think we can see 9 now. So when you've got your target, generally best to go for it. So we'll play our winning spade. Winning ace of hearts. Winning king of hearts. Because really no chance of any extras here. And take our ace of diamonds. Giving up the last few tricks to the oppo. We'll just do that quickly. There we go. So, 3 no trumps made. The key thing there, of course, going for the clubs. And that method is called force. There's no finessing to be done there. No 50-50. Just getting rid of the ace of clubs. Losing 1 trick to gain 3. Well done. But really, you just need to practice this yourselves, playing no trump contracts. The more you play them, you imagine how more experience you are having. If you've played a no trump contract, say 3 no trumps 100 times, as to maybe just 3 or 4. Or like me, tens of thousands of times. You do definitely pick up a pattern. And just pick up confidence as well. Experience, confidence, they go hand in hand. Let's just go back to the classroom one last time, I think. We've done our 4 hands. Yes, we just need to remember 3 things today. If partner opens 1 heart, a jump to 3 hearts is 4 card support, fit, and 10 to 12 points. Improvers do get that one wrong. Same as if it went 1 club, 3 clubs, 10 to 12. If you haven't got a fit, just respond with your longest suit at the lowest level. And be a new thing for some of you here. So I think a lot of you might have picked up on this already, but a responding bid of 1 no trump is 6 to 9 points. And any shape known in the trade as the dustbin bid. So we now have a use for 1 no trump all around the table. Let's just quickly do that. We've got a couple of minutes. So 1 no trump opening bid is 12 to 14. An overcall of 1 no trump. Hang on, there we go. That's 15 to 19 if it was there or there. Yeah, 15 to 19. Strong hand. And we learned today, of course, some of you for the first time maybe, that a responding bid of 1 no trump, there it is, look. Yeah, that's 6 to 9 dustbin. Good. Well, that is 11:55 UK time. I'll give you a few minutes for those of you who'd like to join on BBO. I've got a couple of minutes. I will just, whilst you're on, just show you how to do that again. But what am I doing? Sharing the screen. We'll leave this one here. And we go to home. So we go to casual, not competitive. Competitive, by the way, is where the free ones are. Look, you can play free tournaments there. Just a reminder, there's a daily beginner challenge for you. There's a 7-trick challenge. They're free. Oh, you think that's 01.1. Hang on, let's just go back. If you want to play live with other people, you have to hit casual. And there you go. Relax Bridge Club. Is that right? Or, actually, no, I think so, better. All public and private clubs. I think we go there instead, don't we? And there's the ACL. Yeah, is that right, Melanie? The ACL Players Bridge Club. Yeah, the ACL Players. So there you go. There's no LBO people in there. You can start a table, look down here, bottom left. Make sure you put in the description. I would put in LBO beginner. Yeah, as the description. And then just press start the table and people can join you. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now. But remember, it's the all public and private clubs and you're in the ACL one there. Which is near the top. Look, it's third one down, isn't it? ACL player. ACL is the system we play in the UK. Franny, are you there? Beatles just got a question.
I saw that question.
If you have text from any 3 cards for Beatles, then you just bid your longest suit, a different suit. You'll have a 4-card suit to bid. Yeah. So 1 heart, 3 hearts always guarantees 4 cards. If you've only got 3 cards for Beetle and others, you'll have another 4-card suit to bid. You bid that instead, you know. Well, Franny, I think we got there.
That was good, wasn't it?
Really useful, you know, responder support line when you've got a fit. And crucially, the dustbin bid, 1 no trump when you got 6 to 9 points in any shape.
Any shape's a word too, isn't it?
Yeah, singleton, you could be a void. It's purely a point count when really you're not strong enough to bid a new suit at the 2 level. We'll look at that more specifically at a later date. Richard's got a question. Ace, King, Queen is not good enough, Richard. No. You do need to have 4 trumps to jump to the 3 or 4 level. Thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you enjoyed the lesson.
So what's next week?
Next week, Franny, we're having a review, which we do.
Right.
Yeah, a question and answer. We'll play some new set hands as well, but we're just consolidating what we've learned over the last 5 weeks, because basically an hour, it's not really that long in the grand scheme of things for a bridge lesson. So we do, rather than just careering on, we do need to kind of say, stop, let's go back and just consolidate what we've learned.
Do people take notes during that or not really?
They don't. Well, I don't think they do, but they could do. But it will come with it comes with a worksheet which gives them notes from the last 5 weeks, like a summary.
I think the point count can be a bit confusing until you drill it. Yeah,
I mean, everything can be a bit confusing, Franny, to be honest, when you're learning bridge. It's a bit like, it's a roller coaster ride. But the good news is I do teach at a nice, gentle pace. Some bridge teachers, they're teaching far too much. They're teaching transfers and stem and things like that in the first few weeks of learning. And they can't work out where their class started with 24 people, while after a few weeks there's only 12 left.
And they're all relatives.
Because they said, no, you're blowing my mind. Bridge is not the game for me. So we do keep it nice. I understand, Franny, that bridge is a hard game to learn. So I do take it in nice little steps. 1 step. And I do encourage practice as well.
Oh dear. Anyway.
Thank you, MJ. Thanks, Madeleine. Thank you, Richard, for your company. Madeleine, Sue, all of our students, in fact, Shelley, Sarah M, Errol was with us today, Jill H, Claire. Good class today. So hopefully some of them are going to play a bit on BBO. Others, I would recommend FunBridge, the app. The Bridge app I recommended, called the ACOL Bridge app. There's others as well.
I think what's good about this class is they all hop in the chat box.
Yeah, they're very good in the chat box.
And that's really good.
It's really good, isn't it, for learning? You know, putting in right answers, but also putting in wrong answers, learning from those. It's the only way to learn in Bridge, as you know, Franny, and I know, is by making mistakes.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, well, that's fabulous, isn't it?
Well, we'll let you go. Is it, let me just think, is it 10 o'clock at night with you?
11 p.m.
Oh, it's 11 p.m. Gosh.
We've got daylight saving.
We're 11 p.m. for you. So your time for bed. Where's Gloria?
Asleep, as usual.
Oh, right. Behind you or somewhere else?
Behind me. She's asleep in her.
We can't see Gloria. Gloria was in a very bad mood last week. It gave me a death stare.
Terrible. She was really bad, wasn't she?
Yeah. No, Gloria gave me the death stare. But I'm sure it's nothing personal.
I think it was a little bit hot. That's why.
Yeah. No, I'll forgive Gloria for being a bit moody last week. Well, listen, Franny, always nice to chat with you.
Okay, well, everyone have a great week and happy learning. Until next
good luck, Melanie, with your table for BBO as well. Melanie's trying to get a table started. Yeah. And even if you've never started a table before, give it a go. Yeah, kind of try and get yourself online with BBO. All right, Franny. Well, I'll say goodbye.
All right. Here we go. Bye.